Welcome back to the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Let's recap. 3 days ago, I said this. Here's the thing. You're like, oh, you're an idiot. Oh, that's a scam. Maybe. I also said I was going to turn $350, aka 1 Ethereum at current prices, either into a lot of money or not a lot of money. Again, guys, please don't think that I'm promoting this or pimping it on you or whatever. I mean, just look at this as video documentation of somebody trying to join the DeFi degen nonsense that's going on and seeing an opportunity to get in here on day one and just maybe I'll have a cool story. I mean, we may laugh at this video. Maybe I'll have a cool story. I turned a couple $100 into several thousand, tens of thousands. Or maybe in a couple days next week I'll make a video and we can all laugh at me. I took 1.2 Ethereum and I turned it into nothing. I literally say, don't do this. I'm not recommending this. You know, I would never put anything in here that you don't expect to never see again, okay? This is insanely high risk. And when I say don't do this, I mean don't do this. When Mr. Beast goes out and buys a car dealership and gives the cars away and he puts it on his YouTube channel.
I bought every single car at a car dealership.
Can we afford this?
I really don't know.
Well, that's reassuring.
It doesn't mean you should too. We're dealing with a scenario here where if everybody made a lot of money, I'd be getting praised. Unfortunately, it didn't work out so well, including myself. I lost the Ethereum I risked. Well, a large part of it, which that's what today's video is partially about, to kind of recap really what happened, what did I learn, kind of what blindsided me, and why I don't regret this, because like I said in the first video, I'm risking money I don't expect to see to learn firsthand DeFi and these new yield farming and providing liquidity and everything in between. I want to get back to the basics, the roots of my channel, where I just did dumb stuff, had fun, and made videos about it. People really put me on a pedestal these days just because I have a lot of subscribers. It doesn't mean I'm smarter than you or I know more than you. It just means, you know, I do this and I make videos, and some of you guys, you know, fortunately come back to watch, and I really enjoy everyone who subscribes to the channel and you're commenting and just engaging with me. It makes it a lot of fun. So anyway, that's my preface. Let's review what happened, how my $350 did not turn into $100,000, and, you know, the lessons learned along the way. Plus 10 seconds of tails, the best Shiba in the world. So I linked out this thread to VoskCoin Talk in the original video. It's linked out in the video description below in this video. I like linking written content to our forum because it's something I can easily update. I can't update videos on YouTube without simply making another video, for better and worse, right? Well, I can update this. I mean, it's been updated currently 26 times. Okay, so now it's gone from high risk, maybe high reward, to high risk and no reward. And so here's what happened. The best way to learn is firsthand. That's why I said I'm going into this risky DeFi coin. And I said that this is incredibly risky. I'm not promoting it. Even if they reached out to me to review it, I wasn't like, oh yeah, this is awesome. You guys should get in on this with me. We'll all be rich. No point did I say that. I would never put anything in here that you don't expect to ever see again, referencing staking your Ethereum there. So I wasn't kidding when I say don't do this and let me try it out for fun. And again, you know, in the future, I'll just have to record these and then upload everything after the fact and just my full experience that way, because when I try to do it ahead of the curve, then, you know, I get punished for it. And to be honest, it's not fair. A lot of people are out here victimizing themselves. Anyway, let's go ahead and summarize what happened and why this was a fat loss. Okay, so I mean, again, I told you guys I'm inexperienced when it comes to DeFi. I'm not just up here lying. Okay, so fully realizing everything after the fact, I didn't know that CAPY and APY or APY.c was a fork of Orb. I wasn't familiar with Orb. You notice the Orb price chart here. And if we look at the CAPY price chart, we see something similar, okay? I'd like to take a moment to thank today's video sponsor, CoinFly, and their new Ethereum mining pool. We talked about it in our $1,000 GPU mining rig build, but they have recently launched a very cool pool promotion where all miners receive plus 10% to their mining rewards until October 10th. And when registering, you'll earn plus 10% until the end of the year, and you'll be able to invite 5 friends to join. You can join with our link in the video description below. And again, I don't regret it. I like learning firsthand. When I got into crypto mining, I didn't just read what everyone else was doing. I spent almost $100,000 getting into it and doing it myself and showing people what I was doing, how and why. But anyway, before I get on a tangent here, okay, so it appears anything with a lockup period is just going to be an absolute dump once the initial lockup period expires. So, I was looking at the total value locked. And when you like logged in here, it shows you this total value locked right here. It was over 800,000 when I checked, last night before the dump and stuff like that. But the total value locked is largely based off the inflated coin price. So once someone who has, coins early, once they start dumping, it gets liquidated way faster than I realized. Basically putting people who get in later at extreme risk. I understood that I was at risk, but to be honest, I underestimated how much of a negative impact this was going to have. And there's one really crucial piece I fully didn't understand. But so one thing again here is I staked my initial ETH and it was turned to 50% Ethereum and 50% CAPY, and it was bought in at that inflated price point. But this this buy-in, it doesn't mean your 50% of Ethereum just sits there. What you can have here is what's called impermanent loss, that once that becomes real, becomes just simply a permanent loss. And this is all based around arbitrage, which is kind of what Uniswap is partially, or largely, I guess, really based around. It's a whole video in itself, so I've got it linked out here in the article, and I'll link it in the video description below if you want to check it out as well. But that's a large part of basically why myself and anyone else who didn't get in initially basically lost a lot of money and just coin quantity, which translates to USD value. Another thing I didn't understand, and I never front, is I'm like some kind of coding expert. I'm like level 2 at best, and let's say there's like 100 levels, or at least 10. And so something here that astonished me, the staking rewards with this, they're dynamic. Okay, so I thought that these were static. So when I looked at my CAPY staked, I thought I was gonna have 3 coins, or well over 2. But then when push came to shove, I didn't even have half a coin. Or maybe that's what I maxed out at, but I thought I was gonna have at least over 2 coins. I didn't even have 1 coin, which has a massive impact on the potential money that I can get out of this. And this is all based around, or it's quoted right here. Your balance is based on the ETH time calc and earn calc functions in the smart contract. So earn rewards are dynamic and not static. This is why my staking rewards dropped dramatically. So if you look here and you can see where I was trying to withdraw this stuff, is that my CAPY amount just plummeted based off what it showed the day before. I don't have a screenshot of it, but I looked at, it was well over 2 coins. And that just completely plummeted. And also, just to be clear, for anyone thinks I got massively rich off referrals, the answer is no. And just to be clear and put this on the record, at 1027, that's my stake. I didn't have another address, and I was secretly staking more coins earlier or anything like that. I've always kept it real with you guys, and I don't plan to stop. Reject, drop a decimal, reject, drop 2 decimals. I don't know why that works. Ultimately, it comes down to these rewards being dynamic and not static, that I got absolutely obliterated in prices here. Here's an Eli 5, which means explain like I'm 5 years old. In Uniswap, you put in 50-50 of 2 tokens at the current market rate. When you withdraw, you get 50-50 of each token at the new market rate. If that results in a loss, it's called impermanent loss, because if you wait long enough, the fees earned should catch up to any losses, thus impermanent. Although depending on the ratio, pool volume, waiting long enough could be years, so watch out. Providing liquidity on Uniswap is still a risk. Basically, I just realized an additional loss here. Ultimately, I managed to recover about 0.4 of my Ethereum off my initial Ethereum deposit, which was 1. I didn't put the 1 in there, realizing a 60% loss. If you're looking for the links to remove your Uniswap pool liquidity and swap CAPY for ETH, I pasted them below, and they look like this respectively. Here's how you remove the liquidity, which is different than just retrieving your staked rewards and stuff like that. And then if you want to swap, you'll notice this will load here in a second. From here, I hit max and I salvaged what I could. If you look at my recent transaction history, you'll see that I got 0.0523 CAPY for 0.371 Ethereum. And if we go to my Etherscan, which is just a block explorer, and you go to my internal transactions. So when I withdrew like my Uniswap, like liquidity stake, like that whole 50-50 Ethereum and CAPY token thing, that's where I got 0.0619. Pretty large increase from, or decrease from 0.5. And then that's the 0.371 that you saw right there. To round out all this APY.center stuff, for better and worse, they posted a write-up onto their Medium. They say the first experiment is finished. The idea was to create a project where APY only goes up and the first ones to stake earn more than the ones to follow. They recap and say that the early stakers have sold all their reward, made a huge return, and they caused the CAPY price to go down. I looked at the pool, looks like they made around $200,000 worth of Ethereum. So they kind of got to realize those crazy gains that were in their dashboards. Since I got in later, I didn't. Per the stats, they pooled 2,500 addresses participated in the staking. The average staking amount was 0.76 Ethereum. 89% of stakers staked less than 1 Ethereum. And they say you can verify these on the blockchain. Here's the Etherscan link. We actually have that in the write-up as well. That's their token address. And from here, they say that this is not the end of the project, an experiment. They're removing the possibility to stake more. That says the governance powers will be transferred to the participants of the experiment number 1 to define the direction of the next experiments. And that they are looking to give token holders of CAPY the ability to participate in the governance, which means deciding where the project is going next. And they're suggesting a tool where CAPY token holders would be able to open their own proposals. I've seen this kind of stuff, from the outside looking in on other DeFi projects. Some of the projects have done well when they've headed this way, but I'm not here trying to like say, oh, buy the dip. I mean, I backed out of my position, for whatever it's worth. Looking at experiment 2, 3, and 4 here, looks like him or them are looking at doing additional staking, DeFi, yield farming lockups like this. But if there's a staking period and you can't just kind of get in and out whenever you want, I don't think I'm personally too interested in that after my first-hand experience here. So after all that, I'm going to take a brief step back and just kind of evaluate everything and try to learn more. And then I'm going to jump back in the ring. I've had a lot of fun and I've learned a lot, and I knew that this was risky, and I explained that 20 freaking times. One thing I added on Uniswap was just a little bit of a liquidity just straight on the pool where I can earn from the fees associated. So I talked about FACT a few days ago in a video, so I just added a little bit of liquidity to their pool. At the time of doing it, I put in 0.1 Ethereum, so I guess I'm down 0.1 or 0.01 Ethereum, but that's okay. Can't panic on short-term losses. I've also staked my liquidity provider token, so what I did here is I put in 1 Ethereum and a corresponding DAI amount, so it's about $700 worth of coins here. And with this, you can see if I click manage, you will notice that I was able to receive 17 liquidity provider tokens here, and from there, I will accrue Uniswap's token here. If you're wondering, what is the estimate of 1.2 Uni a week, it's about $5. So it took me about a week to clear that gas fee, but that's okay. That's the whole thing, is if you do less risky things, more safe things, more stable things, well, the rewards aren't going to be out of this world, and that's okay. Because I like to have a combination of risky things going on and non-risky things going on, so I can get a little bit of sleep at night. So what's really cool though is also that the rewards go up dynamically if you have it, just like that. Just went up 0.0001. So ultimately, I learned an expensive lesson here, but honestly, I learned a lot, and I learned the most when I'm, literally invested in this stuff. How did I learn about cryptocurrency? I bought in and I learned along the way. I didn't get a crypto wallet until I needed a crypto wallet. I learned about crypto mining by literally doing it. And it's the same with this stuff. My intention was never to hype this up or anything like that. And again, as I already stated that. At the end of the day, I basically paid to take a class here hands-on with DeFi crypto. I don't regret it. I'm going to take more classes in the future. I'm going to take what I learned and I'm going to bring it to the next one and the next one. And I hope that next time I actually turn my Ethereum into more than I began with, instead of the opposite. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you understand my point of view here, and I hope you don't resent me for anything. And to be honest, I hope you're not victimizing yourself. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment below, and let me know your thoughts, and let me know the next DeFi projects you're getting into and you're looking at or you're in right now and you're having good results with. As always, I'll see you on the next one.